Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys. Well, we're back to talk about some Real Housewives of Beverly Hills news because it looks like a friend of is actually wanting the diamond. And I was shocked by this news because I did not think that was the case. But we'll get into this Real Housewives of Beverly Hills tea. And before we do, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also tonight, Anchor Watch is at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. I hope to see you there. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So it looks like Sheree Zampino did an interview with David Yanti from Behind the Velvet Rope, which he gets some of the most incredible interviews. He gets some of the biggest names, and honestly, I just enjoy it because he's always making headlines and he's doing the damn thing. So kudos to David Yanti. Now, in this interview, she was talking about Kyle Richards a little bit, and she even noted that she likes Kyle, but sometimes Kyle needs to take a seat. I was wondering, what could she be talking about? Kyle, sit down where? Goodbye, Kyle. Well, she's saying that when it comes to certain issues, that Kyle likes to play as a moderator, and Kyle likes to put herself in the middle of a situation, and she doesn't really need to be there. For example, Sutton and Diana Jenkins having their heated conversation at Garcelle's birthday party, there was no reason for Kyle to get involved. There was no reason for Kyle to put her hands on Sutton, and there was no reason for Kyle to tell Sutton that she was full of it when she was talking about her miscarriages. And I agree with, Sheree. I think that she makes a great point. There doesn't always need to be a moderator. Sometimes let people hash out their stuff. It's okay. Kyle, I think sometimes the reason that she does this is because I think that she doesn't have much of a storyline. Now, some would say that she doesn't necessarily need a big storyline because she's like the OG of the Beverly Hills franchise. She's the only remaining original cast member, and I understand that. And she also has her family drama, and she's the only one who's able to bring her sisters on the show, which sometimes feels very reminiscent of Real Housewives of New Jersey, right? Well, it seems like she does like to put herself in the middle of a lot of situations that don't really necessarily pertain to her. And she plays a different side than like what Lisa Rinna plays. Lisa comes in and she's like, you have this beautiful sister right here, Kathy, and you said some really awful things and you need to be held accountable. And she gets like kind of aggressive with it. Whereas like Kyle's like pretending to try to understand where everyone's coming from. Anyways, Sheree thinks that she needs to take several seats, and I kind of agree with her. When it comes to her own relationship, David was asking her, are you concerned about your future friendship with Garcelle maybe deteriorating on the show, considering that there have been a lot of friendships that haven't made it through filming? Great question. And she said, sometimes, yes, I've definitely thought about that for sure, but I don't put a lot of energy into it. She said that she has a strategy for staying on good terms. I try to live in the moment and for us to always, be in communication, because in this space, I could do something that's offensive to her. She could do something that's offensive to me. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Let's deal with it. Let's deal with it in real time. So she likes to get to the bottom of it. It is what it is. But she did also add, while she thinks Erica's apology to Garcelle's son was sincere, she said, had it have been her and her 29-year-old son, Trey, that she shares with Will Smith, that would have been a much different situation. She said, I think that, first she said, if it were Trey, it would have been a different scene because I will black out when it comes to my baby. I think that she did not realize that, they were as young as they were, which to me, it doesn't make a difference. Trey is 29. If you told him to F off, I'd still have an issue. So the age doesn't really make the difference for me. It's just completely inappropriate, but I think she owned it. And she did apologize. And in that apology, Garcelle accepted it. And Garcelle took the compliment for her raising her kids the way she has as a single mom. Garcelle acknowledged that. Now, that doesn't mean that Erica's continued on drunken antics aren't pissing off everybody, including Garcelle, because she and her children have been the target of one of those drunken antics. So I think now Garcelle's like, I got my eye on you, friend. I got my eye on you. And if you F up, I got you. Now, she also mentioned that this whole situation coming out with Kathy and Kyle and the Aspen trip. She said that there was, of course, like we know that there allegedly was a slur. We don't know what happened. We talked about this. We're just waiting for it to play out, even though it wasn't actually caught on camera. It's Kathy Hilton's word versus Lisa Rinna and also Erica's. But for Sheree, she said that her and Garcelle, they kind of like knew when to go to bed. So they were actually at home in their bedrooms asleep at the point that this all went down. She didn't witness it, but she said it will be interesting to watch it play out on TV, which I completely agree with. The part that shocked me the most about her conversation with David Yanti is that we thought this whole time, based off of interviews with Garcelle and, other people who have spoke out about Sheree being on the show, that she does not actually enjoy the filming process. We thought that she doesn't, like to be in the mix of the madness. And sometimes she's even said to Garcelle, what the hell did you get me into? So when you hear that, you think there's no way she's going to come back in a full-time housewives position. She's not going to want to. Even if they offered it to her, she wouldn't take it, right? That's what I would have thought. However, David, this was pretty groundbreaking because this is the first time I've ever heard this. He asked her, would you hope going into a season 13, would you hope that you were upgraded to a full-time role? And she said, I want to be offered the diamond. Yes, I do. I want to be offered the diamond. We will see. How did we give Diana Jenkins the diamond when we have Will Smith's ex who's on the show? She's a fan favorite. Everyone loves her. She's a sweetheart. She's very level-headed. She's at least like a friend of Garcelle's, because sometimes the women gang up, like Dorit, Kyle, Erica, Lisa Rinna, how could I forget her? They have like their own clique. And Garcelle and Sutton, they sort of defend each other. And then Crystal Kung Minkoff is in between. Diana's still too new to kind of figure it out. Kathy Hilton does her own thing. But Sheree would be gold. Give her the cubic zirconia to hold in the intro and bring her in. I'm advocating right now, and I want Bravo to know, because I know they watch this, that Sheree wants to be a full-time housewife. Give her the diamond. I'm saying it now. So guys, I want to hear your opinions. Do you think that she would make a great full-time housewife, or do you think, no, we'll keep her as a friend? I want to hear your full and honest opinions. So go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye guys. Love you.